Welcome! God, what's wrong with me? I don't know. Can we start over? I had no
okay, that was
intro.
random.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I just have this weird, like, pent-up energy that I just don't know what to do with. You know, do you ever get, like, just pent-up energy and you just explode with something?
Dennis, I have no energy ever. Are we live?
We are indeed live.
Oh, shit. All right. By the way, who am I talking to?
This is Dennis. We've done 10
Dennis
seasons
G.
of shows. Yes. Oh, yes, I'm Dennis G. See what I'm talking about? I'm like totally throwing off my game, and I just picked up my kid, and my kid's running around, and like it's too much, man. It's too much for any man to handle.
I know. Oh,
and
poor Dennis.
I struggle, man. I struggle tonight.
Well, I'm Neon Fox, and Dennis, we have with us the man, Mr.
The
Cooper,
myth,
Mark Cooper,
the legend.
Hello, sir.
Cooper.
What's going on, guys? How you doing?
Dude, welcome back.
Yeah, man.
Glad to be back.
I've been so psyched for this.
Yeah, absolutely. We've had you on. What is
Twice,
this?
3 times.
This is the third time. Thrice?
I think so. Yeah. Thrice.
Yes, it'll be third time's the charm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I love it. You got the voice going. Look at this.
I know. Oh, dude, Dennis, you weren't here when he was like tripping out with all the effects. So it's like, remember when we were talking to Essinger, Dennis?
Yeah.
Mark is set up tonight.
Oh, nice. I sing the Mark Cooper Electric. I don't know. What is that? I sing the Body Electric. That's a reference, right? I don't even know. It's late. Yeah. I should be going to bed now, guys. You know what it is? I'm so used to starting the shows at like 6 p.m. our time.
Yeah, well, 6 p.m. that's this season.
Yeah.
Normally we do like 9:30.
I know. I'm turning into like this like morning person, and I'm like in bed by like 11 o'clock. What is wrong with me? I don't even know.
Dude, you're not even on the East Coast. Well,
no.
That doesn't sound like an East Coaster, man.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Anyway, I am super stoked because, yeah, man, Mark, you are the man. We haven't talked in, what, a couple years? A year?
Yeah, it's been a couple years.
You've been busy, man.
Yes, you have, dude. I've been watching your socials. Like, I can't believe we managed to snag your time.
Yeah, man, we appreciate that.
No, I had to make sure I had time to see you guys for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You
were first, like last year, you were traveling all over the place. This year, well, okay, we'll get into it when we get into like the interviewee part, but shit, you've been busy.
Yes, indeed. We're definitely going to talk to like just at end's length of all the things that you got going on. Jules, why don't we do a quick shout out of some peoples? We got some peoples in the chat. Anyone staying up this late?
If you're tuned into Night Ride FM, whether you're on the nightride.fm website or you're on YouTube, we are live right now. So if you're in the chats, say hi. We're going to give you a shout out. And of course, we've got our favorite people in the IRC on nightride.fm, our chat IRC. We've got the Aussies, because it's that time of the night, which is like noon for them, I think. Craig Packman, all the way from Perth, Australia. We've also got Dave 808 Turner, yeah. And Dysterian, all the way from, I believe, Poland, right?
Poland.
Dysterian? Yes, thank you for reminding me. And Tootie Cat was tuned in. He was in the chat a little bit earlier, but I bet he's listening.
Very good, very good.
He's been doing some live shows lately, which is amazing, and I need to still figure out a way to get him to Toronto.
Yep.
And then Boner Patrol. Is that Rex?
Sounds a lot like Rex.
Yeah.
Is Rex's style.
Of course, we've got another Aussie, Hearts and Beta.
Yeah,
it's that time of night.
Very good. All the Aussies out, and anyone else listening, welcome to the show. We thank you. Sorry for my piss poor introduction. We'll make up for it.
A shout out to Mark Cooper's Discord group, because he's doing the shizzles.
Nice. Got the Discord rocking. So you have a Discord, Mark? What is the do you have a vanity or Is there a way to find your Discord? Is it like
Oh,
named
absolutely.
anything?
My Discord's relatively simple. So if you know it's Mark Cooper on all my social platforms, the exact same thing. So that's ITSMARKCOOPER, and you'll go far, superstars.
We got it into a rhyme. I love
this
it.
is, by the way, Mark. I think maybe I've told you this before, but I love artists whose tag on various social media is always the same.
Yeah,
It's Mark Cooper.
I'm not that guy.
Yeah, on all socials, easy to find. Like you've got no excuse.
Yeah, it's
And what's
beautiful.
funny is that the ITS is the acronym, as in it's the same Mark Cooper.
What?
See, I work in IT, so ITS. I mean IT services. So you're talking my language now.
All right.
Well, very good, very good. So now we know how to get all connected.
Mm-hmm.
And we have one more.
Yes, Dragonweed. Is in the IRC chat.
Dragonweed! Fantastic.
And howdy, which is broccoli arky. That's gotta be Rex now. I can't keep up with Rex's acronyms.
Yeah, he's
Names.
like a chameleon. He's constantly changing his colors. And
And quick shout out to Neo ZPL over in the YouTubes,
hey, very good.
who's also tuned in.
Good
Man,
job.
I love I love the fact that people listen to us. So yeah, I gotta throw shout outs.
Very good. All right, so we are definitely going to do a deep dive into all that is going on, man. We are hanging with Mark Cooper once again.
Yeah.
I'm stoked.
Oh.
Before we do, though, why don't we go ahead and kick things off with a track? What do you think, my friend, Mr. Neon Fox?
Yes, I think so. Where did we get this track? This
We
is
got this
coming
track
from Aztec, isn't it?
from Aztec Records.
Yes.
Brand new. Lightning
John the
Kids,
Pusher.
John the Pusher. Everyone's favorite synth pusher, Mr.
I know.
John.
You walk down an alley, he's like, hey, you want some synth? You want some synth?
The first one's free, man. Yeah, but apparently this is a new signing, new, fresh on the scene, rocking it out. This might be maybe their first single. I don't know. Maybe
No.
at least with
we've heard
Aztec. I would say.
Exactly.
Yes.
We've heard this band before, but this is cool. We got the Lightning Kids
The Lightning
to
Kids.
play tonight.
Very good. All right, so let's give that a play, and we'll be back talking with Mr. Cooper right here on Night Ride FM. Kicking things off as a little Lightning Kids, the Lightning Kids with Youth, right here on Night Ride FM.
Maybe we are, maybe we're crazy. Out on the freeway, running away with you. Maybe we're lost, maybe we're foolish. I'm
And that was Youth by the Lightning Kids. Very good.
Yeah.
I think that Jules and I are just like super excited. I think that's what it is. We just have this
Dude, we got Mark Cooper
this
on.
energy, man. Mark, you just bring this energy to the room, and I dig it, man. I dig the vibes. You've been vibing. Like, what are you not doing right now?
Right. So let's recap the year.
Recap.
Oh my God.
Rewind.
Okay, so I don't want to bring things down, but there was a loss earlier in the year.
Was there?
If you're a Power Rangers fan,
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
right? And Mr. Cooper. I mean, so let's talk about the Green Ranger,
The Green Ranger, yes.
right?
Sure.
What has happened with you since the sad news?
Well, to be honest, I never really got a chance to truly talk about it. But
Yeah,
so I was devastated about it.
I know it hit you hard.
Yeah,
It hit a lot of people hard.
I didn't really talk to anybody for about a week, I would probably say.
Mhm.
And what's crazy is a good friend of mine, shouts to KP. He hit me up and he said, "Hey, I want to do this this short drama film real quick about what Angel Girl would feel finding out about the news that Tommy Oliver died."
Mhm.
And he said, "Mark, would you like to do the film score for this?" And I said, "Well, sure, I appreciate it." And actually included a Ranger that was in the series, Selwyn Ward, which is TJ from Power Rangers Turbo,
Yeah.
Right,
which is the person that Tommy gave the power to after he left. So it was really interesting to do that, and I was able to do like a ballad version of "Go Green Ranger Go" in like a sadder tone, which is out in the Bandcamp and things like that. And that was one of the most powerful things I really was able to do, because it's music is a way to convey a language that anybody can understand involuntarily. So when I was able to finally do that, it just it felt right. And then at the same time, I was in training for becoming a Blue Ranger for another series that was there. But then the director reached out and they said, "Hey, we decided to go with this other series to go a little bit earlier." And it was like, "Well, we would like for you to be a Green Ranger."
See that when I saw that post, like it blew my fucking mind. I hate to say it, but like you deserve it, first of all.
Well, thank
But-
you.
You've been definitely in the game for
Dude.
a long time.
Yeah, I mean it was sad news, but
Now,
wow.
is this voice acting? Is this actually?
This is live action.
This
I
is
get in the
live?
suit and I go and fight in real life.
It's like incredible, dude.
Yeah, so I got the suit fitting, and I've been training ever since
Oh my
December of last year in the gym, and just getting the form together and all that.
You got to
because,
bulk up a
like
little bit.
Right.
Get the
But
power
a small,
chest going.
A small fun fact about me that a lot of people don't know is that 10 or 11 years ago, I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes.
Oh yeah.
And it was one of those situations. I was a lot heavier and things like that. And it's something that runs in the family.
Sure.
And the situation is I was always trying to figure out a way. I always struggled with weight, and you always feel like you can't do certain things and certain cosplays because you feel like, you just don't look right in the suit or whatever, what have you. And it's just been some years and years. And I would lose weight over time, but I never really had like a direct goal of why I would do something.
And now you do.
So when that happened, it just kind of really pulled everything together.
Right.
Dude, that's all. So you're talking to somebody who always wanted to show up at a Comic-Con or something as one of the guards from Stargate, like the Anubis guard.
Mhm.
And I want to build the helmet and have it retract and everything, all those little servos and shit.
Yep.
But I would be the shortest Anubis guard in the world. And unfortunately, there's nothing you can do about that unless I'm walking around on stilts.
I mean, you could get like little platform shoes or
platform,
something
like
like
disco
that.
platform.
Yeah, man. Like build it up and I don't know, make it styling like
But
that.
dude, Mark, man, Ranger, holy shit.
That's awesome, man. Congratulations. I know you've definitely been in the game for just a long time. You definitely put your time in. That's great. I remember seeing something else as a cartoon or an animated series. Is that something completely different?
That's completely different.
Oh my God.
See,
I
the
can't
crazy
keep up with
thing
you.
is that there's so much news that's happened within this year. I don't even know. I don't know how to fathom it, to be
I know,
honest.
dude. I didn't know where to start. Like I was like, it's been a while, and
Yeah.
I don't know where to begin. And I'm not trying to say it like that. It's just so many things happened this
Yeah, you
year
get
that even
inundated.
I sat down and tried to sit there and and fathom, like thinking what was the biggest thing, because things keep changing over time.
Right.
From voicing Jet Boy, a new animated series that comes out
yes.
next year, and I'm being the show is Jet Boy and I am the main character, Jet Boy, which is
That's wild.
interesting. And then there's that, and then there's a couple voice roles I got for some fan series for Transformers. And I got a
Nice.
chance to do the voice of Getaway and the voice of Switchblade, which is after the Steve Bloom version of it, but it's like for a private series.
Excellent.
So can you? I gotta ask, like, so how did this all start with the Green Ranger stuff, or like your connections to these various fan fiction / official stuff? Like, how did you get noticed? How did you get into this little?
Well, the way I was able to do that is that since the music I do is nerdcore, that really focuses on the fandoms that we know every day.
Right. So you know what? Actually, let's pretend like we've got some listeners here who have not heard of you before.
Okay.
Let's introduce you. By the way, everyone, this is Mark Cooper, player. Like, first of all, if you go through his discography,
You should have done that like maybe a half hour ago,
maybe.
but we heard a little.
There's a character called Player One. If you follow some of the albums, but your style is nerdcore. So we're talking. It's like rap, but with rap, melodic. But it's not about cars, guns, bitches. We're talking about Nintendo. We're talking about the shit we grew up with.
Right. It's like
Right?
it's like a synth. To me it's like synthwave rap, and
Yes.
it's just
Yeah.
like if like synthwave had like a hip hop element, like it would be like that.
I won't even
To the
dare to
T.
say synthwave. It is rap. It's lyrics that talk about our
It's
youth.
retro
Yeah,
rap.
no, our
I can't say
fun-
it quickly though.
Our
Retro
fun
rap.
youth. Yeah.
Say that 3
And-
times fast.
Right. But if
Retro
you,
rap.
Retro
if you want to hear rap talking about Nintendo, talking about Power Rangers, talking about Transformers, talking about anything we grew up with,
Yeah.
this is the shit. And
Bring
Mark,
the feels.
you sit in front of a DAW, you produce, you do the lyrics, you rap, you do it like blows my mind.
Jules is very excited if you haven't already noticed.
I'm so
That means a lot.
I tell you what, I want to dig into some of your new stuff, some of your music. We have one more track we're going to drop here, and then we're going to just do deep diving into Mark Cooper's library. And if you haven't heard his music, you're going to be blown away. It's great. It's amazing stuff. Let's just drop this track real quick, and then we'll get ourselves repositioned. And so what do we have here? We have this next track lined up here.
Yeah, so hey, we had Cassetter as a guest
We
once
did.
before.
That's right.
Yeah, all the way from Poland. So hey, Destarian, you're tuned in.
Yeah.
Another Polish artist here. Cassetter has done a collab with Lightstorm and has submitted this track. It's called Arrival. Here it is, right here on Night Ride FM.
And that was Cassetter and Light
Storm.
Light 4 Storm. Light 4 Storm?
Light.
There's a 4 in there. Did somebody label it wrong?
Light 4 Storm?
I didn't label it. I like the 4 there. It's kind of like a nice
4 Storm.
Yeah, punctuation or I don't know, conjunction. Is that what it is?
Well, the track name was Arrival.
Oh my god.
By the way, I'd like to remind everyone, we are live.
Unfortunately.
Please say hi in the chat. I want to throw shout outs.
During the little tune, we had some off the air fun. Mark was making some fun. So
Mark,
how many voice effects can you do now?
Effects, man. Show off your effects.
Show off the effects.
Show me.
Show off the effects just for a little bit.
Show me drunk Mark. Can you do drunk Mark?
Oh, that would be me.
It's drunk robot Mark there. Yeah,
folks. Now, listeners, you have to understand how hard this is to do when you're doing like one of our shows, like a Zoom broadcasting, interfacing some sort of an effect software to your live, because we are live.
Yeah.
You have no idea how hard this is.
Yeah.
And Mark is just like, yeah, no problem.
just plugs it right in. Well, it's nerdcore, man. That's like, it's all part of the power to be able to plug things in, and it's, what is it, like Hacker Man when you make buildings explode and I don't know, fly supercars and stuff like that. You can do it when you have the power like that.
Mark, you've been busting your ass this week or this year.
Yeah.
You have music coming up. You've been gracious enough to share some with us.
Yeah, we got some new tunes. Are these like brand new tunes?
They're brand new, as in I've never released them or showed them at all. So I made it just for you guys. Mm-hmm.
What?
Right,
oh my god!
So
I'm excited.
So let's talk about the work you're doing.
Let's talk, man. Let's get down to the real deal.
You were telling me that your new album that you're working on is a little bit more synth, less nerdcore. Am I right?
Well, you're half right. So this next project is actually going to be inspired by Transformers.
Nice.
And the way I wanted to go about this one is called Escape from Cybertron. No, Eject from Cybertron. I'm sorry.
Nice.
And it's if Soundwave decided to make songs about Transformers. Is what it is. It's like
he's
if
one of my
Soundwave
favorites.
Was the producer when it came to certain things.
Soundwave was the best.
Dude, tell me you got a Soundwave effect going
that's
on.
not the cassette. That was the cassette player.
Yeah,
right?
Cassette player, and he had like Ravage and all the other guys and all the Rumble and all the shit that like popped out of him.
That was my favorite. I think that was like my all-time favorite because you essentially got 2 or 3 Transformers like in one bundle, but I think you bought them separately. And I always I don't even know if I could afford.
Well, he came with like 2.
I had like the
You
knockoff.
could buy all the others.
Yeah, it became with Rumble and Ravage.
Yeah.
Yes. So you have like 3 Transformers, and I don't know how I never had it as a kid, but I ended up getting it later on. But for some reason, like when I was a kid, I could only afford GoBots, and then I could afford knockoff GoBots.
No, so I started with GoBots, like because they were the first toys on the market, right? Transformers Transformers was the first cartoon, but GoBots were the first toys. They were like they weren't bad. They were actually made out of die-cast metal and stuff. Like they were high quality.
I had knockoff GoBots though. That's how I was.
Well, okay.
He had the Nobots.
I had the Nobots exactly. But there, hey, I still had fun and I still saved the world back then.
You got the touch.
What was cool? I actually got a chance to meet Stan Bush earlier this year at a Transformers con. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So let's talk about your cons.
Cons.
You were also on the
everywhere
move more this year than obviously there was COVID for a couple of years and stuff, but you were on the move this year.
Yeah. How many cons did you hit this year?
Yeah, you were doing live performances. You were at cons.
Yeah,
Let's go
I did
through
a
those.
tour earlier this past summer. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I think I did maybe 5 or 6 cons, maybe.
Wow. Oh my god. That is a lot of spandex.
Okay. So first of all, Transformers. That's very cool. But I mean, let's all agree everybody should be following Vince DiCola on all social media
Yeah.
because he's awesome.
I agree.
Vince DiCola, producer / I don't know. He organized the original soundtrack for Transformers the movie.
Yes, exactly.
But yeah, so you've been busy this year. So you're doing the tour.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember. I think we were talking about this before we started the show, but let's talk about what's happened since then. Let's talk about Power Rangers. You've
Okay.
been a fan.
Always.
Yeah. And this year there was a loss.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, the Green Power Ranger,
Mm-hmm.
which hit a lot of people hard, including you. What has happened with you since then?
Well, I remember answering it before, but
I think Jules is talking in circles.
no, you're okay. But long story short, just to give you that, I was a friend of mine asked me to do a score for for the passing of JDF, Jason David Frank.
Right.
I ended up finishing that score. It's on YouTube now, which is great. It's saying Goodbye from Angel Grove is what it's called, if you ever want to check that out. After that, I would say, of course, I've been doing a lot of the Unworthy stuff. I just got done doing the full score for The Phantom Menace as episode 5. Found out about a week and a half ago that it's going to be premiered at the red carpet in Times Square.
What?
So, yeah, at one of the biggest AMC theaters in New York.
That's insane.
So I got to get ready for that in a couple weeks. That was definitely cool. What else has happened?
It's a long list, dude.
No, it's a good amount. I mean, like right now, currently, I'm doing a soundtrack and a voice agent work for a indie video game that's coming out next month. So I'm just getting ready for that. Other than that, we're just training for the Power Rangers role. We start filming that next year in February.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Now you're training for the Green Power Ranger, and live action is just insane. Now, where are you guys going to be filming that? As like a secret location or
right in Michigan?
Right in Michigan. What?
So close, man. So close.
That's amazing. Like usually, like when I'm thinking of like Power Rangers, I usually think of. I don't know why they're all in the desert for some reason. Like I don't know what it is. Like they're all like
assume it's all LA.
They're like on dunes in the desert and I don't know. Maybe that's just like the episodes that I saw. But so it's gonna be. Is it like a full stage or is it gonna take place like in the city? Like an
it'll
urban
take place in
setting.
different locations. Like there'll be a set built for that, and then of course there'll be some outside locations that they do have, and just based on where their locations are. But everything's gonna be in the city.
Nice. So you don't have to go far, which is good.
Nope, I live here, so it works.
Yeah. Very good. Very good. All right. Well, you know what? I've had enough anticipation here. I want to hear some Mark Cooper and Jules.
Dennis, you got to tell me what you got lined up.
I do have. I have lined up Clout, which we played last time. I believe that we had you on this show. Is this a new mix? Is this just a remixed? Because sometimes we play songs like super duper early. We play songs that aren't even out yet. And again,
no, this one's definitely out.
Okay, so. All right. I just wanted to make sure. Sometimes artists too, like they'll release. They'll give us like demos to play, and then like the official one doesn't come out for like another 6 months from now. And I'm like, didn't we play that already? And that's just the benefit of, I guess, having a live show that we can just break these awesome tunes. But all right, so we've played this before, but this one is a banger because you've got not only Ace Buchanan, you've got Anna Moore on this track.
Yeah,
that is insane because she's great. I love Anna Moore. She works with Ace Buchanan on some really, really amazing stuff.
So I gotta ask, like, Mark, do you speak Finnish?
Not yet. I need
Okay,
to.
but you will, because your collabs with the Finns are incredible,
Yeah. So put that on your list of things to do.
right?
Sure.
Learn Finnish, be the Green Power Ranger, and
just,
just keep adding things to Mark's to-do list.
No problem.
I get it.
I can't even get out of my house half the time. Like, I can't even like pick my kid up without something like massively going wrong, and it's just true amazement, like the stuff that you do, like just getting out there and just making things happen, man, and I love it. And you definitely made things happen with this track, which is called Clout. And this was this from Gerald's Field? I'm trying to remember.
Yep, it was off the Gerald's Field album.
Okay. All right. So this, if you haven't checked out Mark's stuff, check out it's a trilogy, I believe, right? The Gerald's Field trilogy.
A Quinn trilogy.
Yeah,
That's
Quinn
right.
trilogy.
That's right. Yeah, we've discussed this before.
Yeah. It's like Hitchhiker's Guide. It's a trilogy in 5 parts.
Makes me even more confused because I can't do math. But all right, so there's a whole story about it, and it involves
Player 1, baby.
the Power Glove, and it's just awesome. Just all kinds of just fun throwbacks, just little Easter eggs. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Player 1 a little bit. It's got a lot of like nostalgia built in with the Power Glove, and it's pretty much a very, I would say it's a well put together album set where you can actually get like the whole story just by listening, because there's a lot of information, there's a lot of lore inside. It's not like there's a story and you need to figure it out, but like there's a lot of like stuff that's just in it.
Easy to follow.
You just listen to it and you
play through these albums. You know what the story that's going on.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like a Starcadian theme.
Yeah.
Or anything.
Well, I gotta say, it's
have
also
no
because
idea.
Mark, you're lyrical, right? And a lot of this stuff, there's rapping going on. The lyrics are there. It actually
There's also dialogue.
there's dialogue.
Right.
It hands hold you through the story.
Right.
You don't have to guess. Oh, what, like this soundtrack, or what is this vocoded voice saying? No,
Right.
it hands holds you through the story.
It's a very fluid story. So this is on the third. I'm
Fifth.
already messed up with the math.
Oh,
Fifth.
It's the
Fifth,
final
yeah.
album. Yep.
Yeah, Gerald's Field.
So confused. All right, so we're just gonna play it and let you guys check it out. So once again, this is Clout by Mark Cooper featuring Ace Buchanan and Anna Moore right here on Night Ride FM.
Leaning for cloud, worldwide, for any amount. They feel they have no options and they can't live outside you talking. They leaning for cloud, for any amount.
I take a look around, understand the common ground. This can't be the real description, much darker than what it sounds. So many groups, separation profound. Definitely see why Massacre Mike was given the crown. It's the clout, major put in the glove. The player wears on their arm to symbolize there is love. The stats come into play with the number above that everybody can see. The leaderboard give a tug. So here comes the flood of jealousy that's emerging. The power being accepted can take over any person with competitive nature that's easy for their conversion. Intercepting the mind for the gimmick that isn't working. Life is a game and the end is play to win. Even if you have to trample up here just to get in, this is where it begins. Whether real or pretend, driving you to the store, how much you wanna spend.
Leaning for cloud, worldwide, for any amount.
famous at large with major label in charge. Catering to the players, do anything, make it far. They just wanna be stars, the highest score in the yard, but all for the wrong reasons. They season to meet the char. Some are here for the check, verified by the night. Some are here for the trends, the shares, follows, and likes. The influence, drama, and fights recorded to make it hype. Dying the hashtag, no, it ain't worth the price.
Don't you wanna go viral? That's how the limelight goes, you know. The feeling's creeping in. You need the cloud to win. The fact is packed within your two gloves. When there's no one else, you have to save yourself.
Feeling for cloud, feeling for cloud, worldwide, for any amount. They feel they have no options and they can't live outside you talking. They feeling for cloud, don't you know it? For any amount, don't you know? For any amount, yeah. Feeling for cloud, worldwide, for any amount, for any amount. They feel they have no options and they can't live outside you talking. They feeling for cloud, for any amount, for any amount.
And that was Clout by Mark Cooper featuring Ace Buchanan and Anna Moore. I don't know why I wanted to say Clout, like the German way. I don't know why. Sounds a little like
Yeah, that's
Clout.
not Finn.
Not Finnish at all.
By the way, a quick shout out to Prowess the Testament, Mark. You were saying
Yes.
Yeah, Prowess the Testament actually plays the Sky God in the story. She's the person that gives me a left-handed power glove.
That's awesome.
ooh, sweet. Thank you so much for tuning in, Prowess.
Yeah, absolutely. So we were talking off air too. We were talking about the Power Glove and what it means in the story and the lore, but also just the fact that the Power Glove just has so much nostalgia built in. And Jules, you were saying that you never had one as a kid, but you just bought one just to have and have that in your nostalgia collection.
So here's the thing. Everybody needs a pink neon flamingo light.
Yeah,
Everyone needs a Power Glove.
right.
And everyone needs some neon sunglasses. And
Yes.
I don't know what else.
Laser grids, laser grid wallpaper,
Right? Yeah.
and I don't know what else is there. That's
Actually,
it.
so, Mark, I gotta ask you about your Power Glove. How long have you had it?
Almost 6 years.
Wow.
Oh, actually, that's actually kind of recent.
Now, do you actually now? I don't want to get too spoilery, but we do discuss, or I say we, like I wrote the music or something like that, but you do discuss the left-handed Power Glove in your music. Now, is there actually a real left-handed? Did we talk about this before? I can't remember. But
We might have, but we just kind of touched. But to just answer the question, no, there's never been ever printed by Mattel or Nintendo, or even in the Japanese, with the left-handed Power Glove. So I got one customly made for it. So
What?
technically, you can say I'm the only one.
So you
technically
really-
in the universe with one.
Yeah.
oh, you actually got one made. That's dedication right there.
The
to your
Mark
craft.
Cooper Power Glove.
That's
And it's got a
incredible.
lot of autographs and stuff on it, including the late JDF.
Oh wow.
Okay, you put me to shame. I thought I was a collector with gaming shit, but yeah, no.
All right, so you had the Power Glove. Did you have one as a kid, or is this something you just picked up recently? Because you said you had it for 6 years. So
Yeah, I didn't have. Unfortunately, I was born in '87, but I did not have the the pleasure of being able to get one of those gloves when it came out in '89.
They're
'Cause
tough to get.
apparently, it was only out for less than a year.
Yeah.
Because of how bad it did in the store.
Nintendo does weird stuff like that.
Well, so here's the thing. Like, it was one of those like gadgets. People thought, "Oh, this is cool." Once they bought it, like word of mouth
Right.
went around.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you try to play this driving game with it, and it sucks. It's not like the TV commercials.
And I tell you what, Rob the robot, ROB, robotic
Oh yeah,
operating
so
buddy.
Gyrobot. The gyro.
Oh my god, there was 2 games for it, and one of them came with the system,
I know.
and the other one you just bought. But
So Nintendo hit. It's always hit or miss with Nintendo, and they're wacky peripherals. Right?
they are wacky with man.
But then you look at the
had some wacky
Wii.
stuff.
That was a success.
The Wii was, I would
I
say,
ne-
yeah,
I've always thought never. So let's talk about gaming.
yes,
But the classic
to.
game controller with, especially like the Xbox game controller, with the thumb pads and the direction pads and the button, you can't get more responsive and better than that. And anytime, like, so the Wii comes out with their little motion stuff, which is great for old people and little kids. But if you're a true gamer, nothing beats the controller in your hand with that instant millisecond response. I don't care what kind of, like, even VR. VR is cute and fun with like
I don't know,
Quest,
Jules.
Quest 2 and stuff. It's fun.
It's got to
But
be
if-
wired though.
If you're
For
talking about
true.
like twitchy
True
millisecond
hacking.
response, nothing beats a hand controller.
Yeah,
and
but
nothing ever will.
it's got to be wired though. That's my thing. Here's my thing.
Well,
As far as responsive is concerned,
Wired is the most responsive.
wired is, and I go back. Probably my favorite controller probably was the original Nintendo Entertainment System controller because it had
No.
2 buttons. It had the little
the original
cross.
Xbox, man. That
I
trigger,
used to
it
smack
was
the hell out
fat.
of it.
Wait,
It
wait,
was-
wait, wait. The original Xbox, like the one
Yes.
that looked like it was bigger than a book.
It was like
Yes.
a canned
'Cause
ham.
that you held it. You
It was a
weren't-
delicious
your
canned
fingers
ham
didn't
that you
scrunch
would
up.
hold
It
in
was
your
so.
hands.
It was like holding a pillow.
And then, for Thanksgiving and Easter, you can like take it out of the
Yeah,
can
yeah.
and you
You
can
can have the
fry it
breast.
up,
You can have the wings.
and it's delicious.
The Thanksgiving controller. I'm with it.
By the way, quick shout out to Wawa over on YouTube. Thank you for tuning in.
Oh man! All right, so I'm gonna say the original Nintendo. You're gonna go with the original Xbox controller. Mark, what is your favorite all-time controller from any system?
well,
You have to have one. Don't say Power Glove.
don't worry, I won't. You know what? It's a tie. It's a tie between the Super Nintendo and
Oh, I
the
forgot
original PlayStation controller, the PS.
Oh,
I would say, I'll
Wait a
be
minute.
frank. I'll say the PS2. And the only reason why I will say
PS2.
that is because they look like they were really formed to the hand,
Yep.
and it was just universal. It was like Nintendo controllers and like Sony controllers kind of kept in the same vein.
Right.
Yeah.
So nobody had to level up their way of holding a controller or make any particular adjustments.
What-
You know what I mean?
Hang on, what you talking about? The Xbox controller has always been friendly.
The Xbox controller has changed 3 or 4 times.
That's true. And,
And I
you know what?
and I know it because I used to play semi-pro for it. So it's like
Nah.
it's getting used to different hands. Now, once you get to the Xbox 360 and then you go to the Xbox One, then they went to universal.
Yeah. 360, I gotta admit, for me was the evolution of the Xbox controller.
I agree.
It was not too big. It wasn't too small like a PlayStation controller. You didn't cramp up with it.
Yeah, but
Do you remember with the Xbox how they changed 3 different types in the same
Yes,
first
I do.
generation?
I do.
the
I like the S
PlayStation
types.
had
The S types were great, but the very,
When
very,
you were
very
like
beginning,
competitive Halo 1 player,
I was
and
a
they started-
Halo 2 and 3.
yeah, but when they started changing
Yeah.
up those controllers, you're like, yeah.
Yeah, it ruined the whole thing. You know what I mean?
I liked the grippy part of the PlayStation controller. That to me,
Oh,
that
yeah.
was the part that sold it.
Agreed.
The little grippy part, because you're playing hard. You get those little sweaty thumbs. Like everyone's got the sweaty thumbs, and it's got that
Yeah.
grippy part that just
I know,
helped
but you know what I didn't
keep the
like
control.
is like a week later, your controller looks like ass because all that muck like accumulating on the grippy parts. It was disgusting,
Dude,
dude.
you can't eat
It's like
Doritos and
cleaning your
play at
ears
the
out.
same time. That's the problem. You eat too many Doritos while you're playing. And
No, it was just pure oil and sweat, man. Gross.
It'd be everything.
yeah. Hey.
all right, so where do we go from here?
Quick shout out, by the way. We got the Dark Lord Gregorio Franco tuned
Hey,
in on IRC.
nice.
Thank you, Mr.
Fantastic.
Franco, for tuning in.
All right, so we're just going to
and Nas.
Oh, okay, very good. Give you a little applause there too.
And Gregorio, I gotta admit, he's talking PC now. He's like mouse and keyboard.
No,
has always
I
been the
can't
best
do
controller.
that.
Oh,
I can't
dude.
do mouse and a keyboard.
Did you not ever play Unreal Tournament?
No, I can't do it. No, I can't do it.
Mouse and
I-
keyboard.
I can vaguely play PC.
I struggle. And then I bought this like gaming mouse, and it's supposed to be super awesome because you can change like the speed of the mouse like with a click of a button, and it's got like 10 different buttons on this mouse, and I'm constantly like accidentally hitting it, and then I keep switching.
You just need two buttons,
and I keep messing up.
The scroller and just the ability to move the mouse. It's
I get
so
martyred every time,
precise.
Jules. Martyred.
Oh, by the way, quick shout out to Worm Isles.
Okay.
I'm getting that right. But yeah, I guess once we talk video games and shit, even our YouTube folks don't mind us talking.
Then the
But
conversation. gets
once again, another PC and mouse fan.
All right. Well, we're gonna have a debate off on while we're playing this next track here, but I want to get to some more Mark Cooper. I am totally stoked to play these next tracks. Now, do you want to talk about this? Because this is like a brand new, never heard before. You can't even buy it, which is just amazing. And of course, we're just so grateful for you to bring this to us so we can share it with our listeners. This next one is Days of Our Lives. Do you want to, is this part of any type of story? There's got to be a story. There's got to be something behind it because it's a Mark Cooper special here. I know there's got to be something. There's definitely a setup for it.
Yeah. Well, this one's actually going to be off of Eject from Cybertron.
Oh.
And what I wanted to do is I wanted to make a track like normally if you hear somebody do Transformers, they're going to be like, I'm Optimus Prime, leader of the Autobots. And then they just do all these, Autobot type of things. But nobody really speaks on the Decepticons except like when Megatron gets upset or something.
Yeah.
So Soundwave is one of those characters in it that everybody loves, but he just literally just kind of follows orders. Like, look, I'm just here. I'm here to do the job. All right, Megatron wants me to hold him and shoot him. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to make a project and be like, what is Soundwave? Soundwave is like a music term, as you could think of. And that's how it's putting two and two together. So what I did is this one is actually fully synthwave, actually all the way through.
Nice.
But it's synthwave rap.
So if
that makes sense.
So this is if Soundwave had the ability to have more of a personality, more like a.
You got some dialogue.
Yeah. To let him get a chance to say his piece.
Exactly, and it's just his position of what it feels like to. Be a Decepticon or a Autobot or any of those. Just these are the days of our lives because they're always fighting. They're always looking for Energon. There's not anything more than that.
These are the days of our transforming lives.
It's like every day, just you got the the Autobots coming after you, or the Decepticons, and sometimes you just want peace, but they never have it. They just constantly have to just keep on.
By the way, a quick shout out to Boo Bitch Craft on YouTube for tuning in. Thank you. By the way, I just remembered I typed it into the IRC chat, but I have this controller. You want to talk about the best controller? We'll get back to it after this song.
All right. Yes. All right. Controller Talk Part 2. Right now, we're going to go ahead and break this track right here. Once again, this is brand new Mark Cooper with a little track called Days of Our Lives, and you're hearing it right here on Night Ride FM. Enjoy.
These days.
I can feel it in my all spark, embedded in my circuits like remote start. Time to make your mark like it's Rosar. Inside the lines like a flow chart. That's for the chrome dome, calculations a lost art. I still function through the star screams. Know the shockwaves without using laser beams. But I'll bring a laser beat for the squat talk. It will be a slugfest. Think a tape recorder could play with me. Listen, your sound waves sound obsolete. Voice a Triptychon, yeah, I'm digging deep. No battle charger can run amok when I run about enough Kodak moments to blind reflect the right on the scenic route. Cause I'm a scavenger for things that I value most. Not a wind charger, short moments don't get a vote. So when you see me pop a wheelie, you can fear the quotes. These are the days of our lives. These are the days of our lives. Where we fight to survive. Where we fight to survive. Energon is the prize. Energon is the prize. These are the days of our lives. These are the days. These are the days of our lives. These are the days of our lives. Energon is the prize. Energon is the prize. Cybertron will survive. Cybertron will survive. These are the days of our lives. These are the days. Yeah, yeah. These are the days. Like Optimus Rodimus, I'm the prime example, being obvious and confident that every single moment when there's ghosts in the machine, I'm on the warpath. It'll be more than a blur that you've seen hover past. I'm a sure shot, point blank in the crosshairs. Won't catch me misfire, no I ain't in the air. The Swiss Army type, call me 6-shot. Autobots will meet with hot spot at the pit stop. So streetwise you think you in the groove. Just a bunch of Junkticons that can't improve. You're trying to be Combaticon to way more than an onslaught. Was Bruticus to the jaws of Grimlock. It don't stop to another cube of Energon. It don't stop like Scourge following Unicron. The war of Cybertron continue on. But these are the days of our lives. These are the days of our lives. Where we fight to survive. Where we fight to survive. Energon is the prize. Energon is the prize. These are the days of our lives. These are the days. These are the days of our lives. These are the days of our lives. Energon is the prize. Energon is the prize. Cybertron will survive. Cybertron will survive. These are the days of our lives. These are the days. These are the days. Energon is the prize. Cybertron will survive. These are the days of our lives. These are the days. These are the days of our lives. These are the days. These are the days.
Oh, yes, that was Days of Our Lives with Mark Cooper. Now, did you do all the production work for that one as well?
Yes, I did. Did
Nice.
the mixing, the master, the record, the writing, everything.
I loved it. And we were just saying off air, like, there was just something about, like, good hip-hop lyrics, good rap lyrics that hits you in that special little zone there, you know, when you hear a good delivered rap line, you know, and it really does have an impact on you, but you're doing it with, like, nostalgia. So, like, nostalgia already has its own, like, impact to it, but when you're delivering
it
the
helps,
lines, it just really hits. Like,
it helps when you talk nostalgia, right?
right in the feels, man.
Let's agree. We were all kids one day, watching cartoons,
Bashing GoBots and Transformers together.
When you're being lyrical about that kind of shit, and you're adding rhymes and stuff, and Mark, like, your production, your synth production is amazing. And you're really leaning into the vocoding as well right now. Like, the blend, I
think that's why we like you so much.
Yeah, I'm surprised
it's something
this is not more prevalent.
You're the master
in the
of
synthwave, retrowave scene. I'm surprised there's
really
not
like
more people doing this.
It's your own thing. Like, it's almost like anybody that comes out now. I feel like anybody that comes out now in the scene and does rap over, like, synthwave beats and is talking about nostalgic things like that. Like, I almost feel like, you know, they owe you some money, man.
What? Actually, I don't want to sound ignorant though. There is nerdcore, right? And I know
Right,
what nerdcore is about.
Yes, correct.
So, Mark, you kind of you are nerdcore, but you step into the synthwave.
You're like a gateway
retro
drug.
wave
Yeah.
thing, more so than any other nerdcore artist would.
Right, because really, I don't know any other nerdcore artist that has crossed over into synthwave as much as you, or else I probably would have heard of them more often with their names being out there in the synthwave scene. But there's not really there. It's kind of like there's two different silos. Like there's a synthwave silo, and then there's a nerdcore silo, and you're kind of like the tunnel that just kind of connects the two.
He's the UN.
You're the UN
retro.
retro.
Okay, but yeah. So here's the thing. Folks need to listen to nerdcore because if you enjoy your childhood, if you enjoy the things that gave you joy in your youth, and you want some lyrics, and you want a beat, and you want some rhymes, that is the shit. Actually, you know what? Let's steer into that, because I think synthwave fans need, if they don't know about nerdcore, they need to know about this shit.
Is it just rap, or is it like, can you have like a punk rock nerdcore?
No.
Oh, they're it's not just rap. It's
Really?
all it's a whole thing. There's rock portion. Like what I do normally, just to let you guys know, there's a lot of people that may not know about the genre to its full. I usually go to Comic-Cons with a panel to explain the history of nerdcore, or Nerdcore 101, so people know there's many different types. There's people in rock that do that. There's the chiptune space type of stuff that's kind of adjacent to synthwave, where it has a lot of the 16-bit, 8-bit vibes.
The cybernetic spree. Now, would that be considered nerdcore?
No. Well, they're more
Cybertronic spree.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking
they're
about.
more like the metal.
Yes, they are.
They're more like
No
the metal.
Well,
like
Mark says
nerd
yes, so
retro, right?
that's the answer.
No, they are. And I've done a show with them before. And
Yes, you did. Which is
That's
awesome.
amazing.
I've done one with Essinger before, and
Mhm.
and they were at cons and things like that also, and Mystery Skulls.
You play with Mystery Skulls? Get out of town.
Yeah, and I did that last year.
What?
I'm telling you, Mark has been busy.
Oh my god, I love Mystery Skulls. Like that's
Okay, but so
amazing.
when it comes to the rap, this blew my mind. Like when I first discovered you, right? Obviously, I was listening to Ace Buchanan and Runaway Droid, and I was like, "Who's this Mark Cooper?" And I discovered you, and I'm listening to your music, and I'm like, "Holy shit! This is not just like gated, reverb, synth chords. There's actually lyrical shit going on. This is rap, like I remember it." And what you're talking about touched me. And then I follow you on socials, and I'm seeing you partnering up, doing these live shows with other nerdcore artists. And I this is why I say people need to know about nerdcore.
People need to know.
No, but
I was not
really,
expecting the vocal.
Every now and then, it just
I
comes out of me.
appreciate that.
it's
I mean,
really touching, man. The lyrics in nerdcore hit me hard.
Yeah,
It's almost like you're rapping. If you were reading the Player One book, I mean, I know that came after. It's newer than nerdcore, but if you watch the movie Player One, it's like somebody was rapping you the words to the book.
right.
Yeah, giving you the walkthrough. Yeah,
Right.
Right.
It's lyrical. It's rhyming, but it's perfect.
It's perfect. There you go.
Mm.
well, that means a lot. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it is true, and I totally get it. And when people say things like that and really have a loss for words, I mean, that's just a testament of.
Oh, thank you for
Where-
saying that. Yeah, I've got a loss for words.
Well, yeah, I've believe me, I know exactly because I'm the king of loss of words. But yeah, it definitely hits you in a spot where you don't expect it to. You know, you don't expect rap music to really hit you on a nostalgic level like that. And I think that's why we're all like huge fans of synthwave and everything like that, because there's something about it. It's like a drug, and it hits you like in that spot. And hip hop and rap is great.
Let's remember too, we're not talking about mumble rap or anything. This is proper rap.
Right.
Proper lyrical.
The kind that I like. Yeah. I mean,
there is songwriting going on here, lyrics going on here,
right.
And the topic, like you can hear the lyrics. The topic hits.
Yeah, because that's the stuff that hits you the most, is that nostalgic feel, and I think that. Yeah, man, it's great that you're definitely doing what you're doing, because you're, like I said, bridging the gap between so many different avenues. You know, even like the people that are into hip hop, you know, the old school hip hop. I mean, I'm a huge fan of, the old, MF Doom and KMD, Gangstar. Like, I mean. All the old hip hop,
Boogie Down,
Naughty by Nature,
Boogie Down Productions,
Boogie Down Productions,
and I think maybe that's why I like you,
Eric B and Rakim. I could just name every single rapper that and for me, that's a nostalgic thing all on its own. And I think even at one point I was telling Z that he's got to spin up a late '80s hip hop station, because that is a form of nostalgia, but that's like nostalgia for the music of that era, but you're also like you're putting nostalgia on nostalgia for me, so it's like doubly good.
Yeah, right,
because I'm nostalgic for good hip hop. Like, I like some of the newer stuff, I like my Kendrick Lamar and stuff like that, but really the old school hip hop is almost like a dying art. Like, when I hear people delivering lyrics like that, and there's still great rappers that are doing it, not as much that I feel like. I know, like, the last great rapper in my opinion was MF Doom, and rest in peace. He was probably one of the greatest rappers to ever live, and but he was like all the way back. I mean, he's got a legacy all the way back from KND, when he was with his brother and his friend, and they're straight out of high school, and I was in high school, and they're in high school, and like, that's a whole vibe right there. But yeah, like I said, you're rapping about nostalgia, but the actual rap is nostalgia.
Rap is nostalgic,
yeah,
and you're rapping
because
about
it's retro, the way you do that. So it's cool.
Crack cocaine, dude. By the way, Mark, you know what? Before I need to ask this, and we've asked this the last 2-3 times you've been on. What DAW do you use when you're producing?
I use FL Studio, man.
FL.
Silly.
All right, we need.
Yep, adding it to the spreadsheet.
That poor keyboard.
And we have to cleanse our palate here.
This is 7 words.
This is quickly
7 letters. I mean.
But yeah, hey man,
quickly going off.
Legitimate.
So, all right, let's play this next track, and we're gonna regroup, and we're gonna talk about more awesome things. But yeah, do you want to set up this last track here from you? And this also features Glitter Wolf. Look at that.
Yeah.
Our good old buddy Mike Orvis. Shout out to Mike Orvis from Glitter Wolf.
So Mark, did you notice? So Ollie Ride, who's like a vocal singer in synthwave, did his last show performance in London, and until Ashley Forged Neon posted this, she took one of the photos, but he had his regular drummer for the tour, and he had the second drummer up on stage, and when they were taking a bow, Ashley took this photo, and it was Mike Orvis on stage with Ollie Ride.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty balls.
But anyways,
balls deep there.
I stole your thunder. Please.
Yes. So let's set that up and talk about Danger Zone, which is brand new. Once again, never played it before. Never. You can't purchase it, right? I mean,
well, actually, I just released a music video on YouTube for this special.
Oh,
so
right.
I definitely got a video about what it's about.
Okay,
and I took it from one of the games I really like, and it's from the Walking Dead series, and it's about Clementine, which is a little girl that both her parents were turned into zombies and then got taken care of by this guy named Lee Everett. And I just went, and made a song about that, and what her position and how she felt about stuff. And
I love it.
If it's called Danger Zone, then you might catch a little bit of nostalgia that might fly over your head, if I may say.
I love it. All right, so by the way, that's on sale on Fanatical right now. If you ever,
by the way, I just posted a link to the YouTube video for everybody to find it.
I gotta pick up the Walking Dead series. There's 2 Walking Dead games.
There's the Tall Tale series. So it's 4 seasons, and it's one of those. It's a question thing. So when you're walking, you ask questions, you decide who dies.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. The games themselves, the Telltale series, and I'm pretty sure it's the one with Clementine. It's on fanatical.com.
That's right.
It's like 3 for like, you get 3 games for like $9.99. Like they're just practically giving games away. So if you never played the Telltale series, which I still have to play it. I played halfway through, and I did play all the way up until Clementine, and then I just got hit with this wall of video games that I just had to dig into, and I'm just forever digging myself out of games. It's a lot of work, man. It's really tough being me sometimes. But all right.
Okay, by the way, quick shout out to T-Wizzy.
Oh, Ty Weezy's here.
Ty
She's also a nerdcore artist as well.
Fantastic.
Oh, sweet. Well, welcome.
We should do a nerdcore show. That would be fun.
Dude, yes.
Let's set that up. Because we're already talking. I'm talking with Yoda. We had her on a couple weeks ago, and we'd like to do like a whole French touch episode. We should do like a whole nerdcore episode.
No, let's just surprise everyone and just do them all on the same show.
Nerdcore meets French touch. That would be a bunch of like nerds and French people just throwing down lyrics and baguettes everywhere. Like that would be a lot of fun, I think.
But yeah, so also I posted a link in the IRC chat and the YouTube chat to your YouTube video, Mark Cooper with Glitter Wolf Danger Zone.
Yeah, and let's go ahead and give it a spin. This is a little debut right here. Night Ride FM. You are listening to Danger Zone by Mark Cooper featuring Glitter Wolf. Here it is.
Remembers that treehouse, no knapsack, had to leave out in this dark world. I found hope and it's Lee now. Ever brought the metrics, who was real and who was seen now. And trial and error, we miss a shot, you gotta rebound before we leave ground. I'ma lead rounds, yo, people, think about it. Life's essential, see the route is changes faces, different faces. Truth is getting crowded, we beat it out of these trenches. Fallen members, no longer mentioned, just extensions from the tension that keep on track of emotional engines. Sometimes I grab my walkie-talkie, hoping I can hear my mom and dad. I want to see. Wonder if Lee could ever love me like the daughter that he never had. I know he's still with me. So many questions never answered. Every group will have a different task. The fallen rest in peace. Don't worry about the way I'm moving, cause the herd is too fast. Now you can grab the blade or the mag, cause they coming for you. No going back in the harm's way. Too many lost and I caught strays from compadres and enemies. Deplete my energy, sweep away like Javi memories. Knew my best shot for a new home, be a pit stop. Thought I was a QB. The way the Walkers rush Prescott's been a time clock. These so-called tight bombs turn to afraid knots. Undermining insane plots from the snow melts to the raindrops. Will the pain stop? I hope. No, for sure, or reach out bold. If Kenny can change the type of his throat, anyone who roll up will get smoked. Sometimes I grab my walkie-talkie, hoping I can hear my mom and dad. The ones I want to see. Wonder if Lee could ever love me like the daughter that he never had. I know he's still with me. So many questions never answered. Every group will have a different task. The fallen rest in peace. Don't worry about the way I'm moving, cause the hurt is too fast. Now you can grab the blade or the mag, cause they coming for you.
Welcome to the danger zone, where the walkers chew through skin and bones, fighting through those sticks alone, survival through the stomach groans, the things that I don't know, the losses I've condoned.
And that was Danger Zone by Mark Cooper featuring Glitter Wolf. Yeah, man.
Wolf. So we were just talking about this behind the song. Glitter Wolf, aka Mike Orvis. He's half of Glitter Wolf.
Yeah.
He was invited to play second drums for Ollie Ride's last touring show in London.
Yes. Incredible.
Amazing. So congrats to Mike Orvis, aka Glitter Wolf.
And fun fact, he also does the voice of Reinhold on the show.
Lord Reinhold. I do declare.
Yeah, so we're actually pretty good friends with the Mr. Mike Orvis.
Yeah, dude, we know
Super
Mark
awesome
Cooper,
guy.
we know Mike Orvis, so we're cool.
Yeah, he also does Spooky Steven, which is hilarious. he did this spooky ghost hunter, and last season we did like a whole Halloween thing where we had
I remember that.
Spooky Steven hunting ghosts in the basement of Mr. Fusion, which, by the way, Jules, did you know that Mr. Fusion, Live at Mr. Fusion, is now available for sale?
I had no idea.
And let me tell you
What the hell
what
are you
it is.
talking about?
This is a concept album. We put this out, Mark. This is a concept album that we put out. It's synthwave meets jazz, and we have this fictitious jazz bar in the basement called Mr. Fusion, and all the great synthwavey, jazzy artists go down there.
Talking about fictitious. I'm sitting there right now.
Performing live. I'm breaking the fourth wall, Jules.
Okay.
It's all made up, man. Everything about this show is made up. Didn't you know that, man?
Oh, man.
But yeah, so it's really cool where we have live music and we have some characters and stuff like that. It is all for charity. It is for the treasure. I'm done. Show's over. I can't get it out. I slurred Glitter Wolf's name earlier. Like, why I called him, what did I say? Glitter Wolf?
I don't know.
And I can't even say the Trevor Project. But that is who the charity is for. It is great. It is a really cool LGBT charity, and all of the proceeds, 100% of the proceeds from this album, it is 7 awesome banging tracks. It goes
Dennis,
to
what's our goal, man? We're so close.
$500. We're trying to do $500 in sales, but in reality, I want to write a fat check for $500 for the
Bandcamp
cause.
doesn't take that much.
Bandcamp does take, just a fair
20,
amount.
30,
yeah.
something.
So we would have to do like really technically $550 or something like that.
But anyways, we're close, man. We're in the 300s.
Close. I want to do at
400.
least 500 in sales, and then we can just kind of push it over the edge.
Yes.
So I can write that check in December and give them some money, man. Give some money to charity, because I think it'd be cool. So if you guys get a chance, check out Live at Mr. Fusion. and it is on Bandcamp. You can just look up The State of Synth, or you could just probably Google it, Live at Mr. Fusion, and you
I done
make
put
a
the link
purchase,
in the
man.
chats.
We would appreciate that. So yeah, that's my little plug. And where else do we go?
Quick shout out to Chill Collins, who joined us on YouTube.
Chill Collins. Speaking of Live at Mr. Fusion, Chill Collins is one of the artists featured on that album. One of my favorite tracks from that album is the one that Chill Collins did. So just really, really good lo-fi. You guys, you know what, Mark? You should get connected with Chill Collins. He is
the name itself is
right.
Big old fan. I am of Chill Collins. I want to know everything about Chill Collins.
It is right on the tin.
That name is golden.
It's written right on the tin, man. You get what's on the tin.
I could just see him with the like the Hawaiian shirt, mob boss style, and be like, well, "You need to go see Chill Collins." He's like,
100%.
Dennis, I can't remember when we had Chill Collins on the show. Does he play drums?
I can't remember. I don't think he does.
Chill,
but
you gotta remind
has
me.
a ton of talents and skills. He just does some incredible lo-fi, and it's great. It's really
so it's lo-fi.
It's lo-fi. Yeah.
Because I do those kind of beats too.
So that's what I'm saying.
I got 2 volumes out called the Lo-Fi Library.
Dennis. Oh.
I'm like the Love Connection. I'm just a matchmaker. I'm the synthwave Love Connection, and I'm just trying to put
Dennis,
artists together.
you are the lo-fi Cupid.
Yes, that. And I am just matchmaking, man. That's what I do. I put people together. Put people in a room.
I gotta look up Chill Collins.
Yeah, man. He's got some dope stuff. Check out the album too. Check out Chill Collins' track on Live at Mr. Fusion. It's one of my favorite. It's just it's progressive jazz meets synthwave. I'm telling you, it is outstanding. I am so proud of that album. It's probably the best thing we put out.
Dennis, you worked a lot on that this summer.
I mean, I didn't do nothing but get the artists together.
The artist worked a lot, but you put it all together.
Yeah,
you put it out there.
I'm the pusher.
I had nothing to do with it.
Jules, you had nothing, but you got your name on the box, so that's good too. So.
I don't know how.
Comes with the territory, man. You're part of the team. It's a team effort. But yeah, go check that out. And yeah, back to some awesome synthwave. Let's drop another track. I think we should play this next track here. 808 Weeds is just incredible. I love all.
Before we do that,
yes.
let's give Mark a chance to buzz off, because Mark, it's not like you're bored or anything, right? Like, you got shit to do.
He's a busy guy, Jules. He's doing stuff. He is writing music and doing.
So Mark, let's talk about your socials. Where can everybody find you on social media?
Oh, it's real simple, man. You can find me at It's Mark Cooper. That's ITSMARKCOOPER, and you will go far, superstars.
There you go. Chill Collins, you hearing this? Like, you guys need to hook up.
I need to have that at the, like, when I'm saying like my handle.
A little. Dude,
I need a little rap at the end, like a little rhyme, because like that's awesome, man. That's classy.
And like, Mark, your music, of obviously, like most artists, it's available on pretty much every streaming service.
Bandcamp,
correct.
Spotify,
and
the other ones, Apple Music,
Deezer, whatever that is.
You name it. Even on YouTube here.
Yeah, there you go. And by the way, your Bandcamp, which is a little bit of a twist, it's Rain.
Bandcamp, yep.
Yeah, bandcamp.com, which is like Rain as in Reign of the Dragons and all that stuff.
Yep, REIGN.
Yeah. So find Mark Cooper's tracks, albums, everything in all your favorite formats on Bandcamp.
And go buy some stuff, man.
Yeah, and you're just look for It's Mark Cooper on YouTube. We just played that Mark Cooper with Glitter Wolf track. Your latest upload on YouTube has that, so check it out.
Yeah. And of course, once again, we do want to thank you for being on the show. We always love having you on, man, because you're always doing something cool. There's always something to talk about, and even if there's like nothing to talk about, we could just nerd out on video games or whatever it is, because you speak our language, and that's why we like you so much, I think.
Well,
By the way-
thank you so much.
By the way, Distarian, Distarian, I think listens to Night Ride FM like 24 hours a day.
Yeah, he does.
7
actually.
days a week. And I'm like, yeah, who listens to?
He jacks
to
it into
Deezer?
his brain while he's sleeping. Like,
I always say this. Who listens to Deezer? He's like, I always say it's me, man. I listen to Deezer. Derp.
Deezer. I don't even know what
Distarian.
Deezer is. Is it a radio station?
It's another Spotify type.
Is it? Is it like
It's
subscription
Tidal.
based?
Like Deezer's tried to be Tidal before Tidal popped up.
Is it cost money?
No. Well, yeah. I think there's a premium. Yeah.
All right, we'll just let it go.
Yeah. But anyways, Mark, sir,
Yes.
it is always a privilege to have you on, and I will get my selfie with you, and so will Dennis.
That's right. And
One
I'm gonna
day.
bring. I'm bringing my. What am I gonna bring? I'm gonna bring. I don't have a power glove to bring, so I'm probably gonna have to bring my Nintendo Gyromite. Rob the robot.
Yes, Rob.
Okay, or bring your or bring the the zapper. I can
Oh, the zapper.
Dude, yeah.
Ooh.
I can
Yes.
sign the zapper.
Yes. All right. Fantastic. All right, we got a plan. We got it worked out. I just got to get my ass to Michigan.
Dennis, Michigan ain't that far, dude.
It's not, and we can go see our buddies Von Kaiser as well.
Right.
So we'll make
and,
a whole little road
Phaserland
trip.
and
Yeah.
Android Automatic.
That's
Like,
right, Phaserland.
We're gonna
Right?
make a road trip,
Dude,
and
Phaserland.
Just do it.
All his posts with his new wife. Did you see the latest one today? Where they're at an Italian restaurant and they decided to have like some spaghetti and they're doing like what is that Disney movie or whatever with the two dogs eating the Italian food?
the
Lady in the Tramp.
Lady in
Yeah,
the Tramp.
they did the Lady and the Tramp thing with some spaghetti. And I'm like, oh my
just-
god, you
oh,
guys are
that's
so
cute.
awesome. It's sickening.
I love it. Excellent. All right.
But anyway,
So
Mark,
this is just amazing. Thank you. Come on the show anytime. Really, you don't even have to have anything going on. Like, just come on. We'll riff about video games or comic books or whatever it is
You know what?
you're feeling.
I do got one more big announcement that
Oh
I
my
haven't
God.
really. I've said it to
Please
people, but I
do.
haven't really.
Oh my god, you're in a comic book.
Not that part. Something different.
All right. I don't know if I can take this. All right. Let me situate myself. All right. I'm ready.
Go for it.
I'm
Okay.
let's do.
ready
So the
to
whole
receive.
Player One series itself,
Mhm.
it's gonna be a film.
What?
Yeah, and the aesthetic
course
of
it
this
is.
film is nothing but synthwave. But
Get outta
not
town.
only that, I want it to be the indie scene. I don't want to just go for the ones that we already know that are over high stardom or whatever.
Yeah.
I want to bring more of the synthwave community together and make it a soundtrack for this
Oh
project.
man.
So
So
kind of
it's
like a
gonna-
Kung Fury, but
Yes,
but Player One style.
yep, PG-13, because not
Oh,
everybody
yeah.
needs to die as gruesome as they
Right.
do.
Well, yeah.
You gotta.
That way, it's fun for all
You
ages.
gotta loop the kids in, man. You gotta get the kids young, get them in there, start learning about nostalgia, and get the bug in them.
Okay, so wait a minute. So the story's gonna be movie, but
Uh-huh.
you're saying that the soundtrack is not gonna be all Player One Mark Cooper soundtrack?
Nope, it's gonna,
It's gonna be synth.
all the different indie synthwave artists that's out there.
Oh, that's great.
Right.
That's
gonna
why I reached out to Mike Orvis and everybody.
Dude.
Is Pilot gonna be on there? That's what I want.
Hey.
Now, I don't know. I don't know. Now that'd be quite awesome.
We may or may
Him
not
or
have to pick his
Messenger.
brain. We're actually having
Yeah.
Pilot on in a
So
couple.
yeah, in a couple of
episodes,
weeks
yeah.
we're gonna have
I
Pilot
mean,
on.
I'm a huge fan of,
Yeah.
of Pilot.
We
Like,
all
Pilot,
know.
He's-
know.
man. Yeah.
but
You-
definitely
you-
has to have some ace.
Trust me,
Buchanan.
we're gonna be shutting out your name in 2 weeks when
Yeah,
we're talking
man.
to Pilot.
No, don't do that. Don't do that to me.
Oh yeah, we will.
Got a name
Hey,
drop.
Pilot man, did you happen to know that we had the Mark Cooper on 2 weeks ago?
No, don't do that to me. Because
No,
he'll be like,
I-
Mark
I-
Cooper, what was this dissatisfaction with this
No, I
with this man?
I love it.
I can do it sneaky.
Jules is sneaky like that.
I'm
yeah.
sneaky like that.
But yeah, so we're gonna get to work on that. Again, we're like the matchmaking. What is it? Love connection? What is it?
I don't know.
The love boat. We're the love boat of synthwave. Something. Like
Okay.
that. I don't know what I'm talking about.
We'll be making
Let's get into
another bar. The synth boat.
The synth boat.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Cooper, thank you so much for
Mark,
coming on the show.
thank you so much. We're gonna let you go, and Dennis and I'll just keep going.
We're gonna keep this party train going with some 808 Weeds. This is a little tune called 808. Wait, 808 Weeds with 808. So this is a very meta. Would you happen to say the titular? Titular?
Well, for this single, it's a titular track.
It's a titular single for the artist 808 Weeds right here on Night Ride FM. And that was 808 Weeds with 808. And yeah, Jules,
So meta.
I ran out to the port I got to the part where I can't say words anymore of the show. I got to the part of the show where I can't say words anymore.
Derp, derp, derp.
Wow. I think that we were just having so much fun with Mark that I just sort of...
Big thanks to Mark.
2 hours had went by, and I am like in sleepy mode because, again, I'm not used to doing these nighttime shows.
So listening to the tracks we heard earlier with Mark, like I want to go through the Player One series again.
Yeah.
It's just like a trilogy in 5 parts, just like
you already said that and confused the hell out of me when you said that. So I still don't know. How can you do a trilogy in 5 parts? I'm so confused.
So I'm still on the fence here, but I think Test Drive is still my favorite Mark Cooper album. Test Drive is the shizzles.
I'm kind of leaning towards like this new stuff. Like I'm totally psyched for the new album. I think it's going to be really good because I like the fact that he's leaning more into the synth.
Yeah.
Of course, the lo-fi stuff. Like Chill Collins. If you ever check out his stuff and you're digging his stuff, man, come on,
Mark
we'll
Cooper.
Hook you up. Get on the.
Actually, every synth artist. We were talking about this. There's only so much sax, guitar, gated reverb that can be repeated over and over again.
Yeah.
If you're a synth artist and you want to go retro, but something fresh retro, how about adding some lyrics, like rhyming lyrics?
Right.
Reach out to Mark Cooper. He's the guy. He's not only a rapper, but he's a producer. He does everything from the ground up.
Someone. We're gonna play some more tunes here because we got to wrap up this show. We went way long with Mark Cooper. I don't know where the time goes every time we have him on because he's fun.
He's awesome.
We're gonna do speaking of fun, we're gonna do a Halloween track, and this is from our buddy Damocles, and he's speaking of like unique people. He is about as unique.
Damocles is, dude, my t-shirt of him is...
He's on another planet.
Giant picture of his face with the guitar.
I mean, yeah, of course.
This guy rocks it.
Of course, that's exactly what I pictured a Damocles t-shirt to be. It's just like his big, presence, his face, and a big fat guitar. And he gets funky with this one. This is a track, again, all of these tracks besides the one that Mark Cooper have sent us, they were all submissions. So you can always go to nightride.fm/submit. Is that right?
Yep.
So go there, or nr.fm/submit to shorten it. Submit your tracks. Get your tracks played on the show or on the station because we like hearing new music. And speaking of new music, we're going to go ahead and drop this new track right here. Once again, this is Damocles with Freddy's Dead right here on Night Ride FM.
Freddy's dead.
Freddy's
asleep, I'm not waking up. I hope they make it.
This house. Rain's back in business.
There are no kids.
Rain's back in business. Rain's back in business.
I'm not waking up.
I'm not. I'm not.
Freddy's dead. Freddy's dead.
Children in the house.
Kids.
Children in the house.
I hate this house.
If I fall asleep, I'm not waking up. I'm not waking up. I'm not waking up. I'm not waking up.
Freddy's dead.
I'm not.
And that was Freddy's Dead. That had a whole, like, reminding me of, like, the 90s dance club. Well, I guess that's just Damocles, right? That's just, like, all about his stuff. That's his wheelhouse right there. But with the orc stabs, it reminded me of, like, Twilight Zone or something like that. Like, the old Twilight. In the Twilight Zone.
Yep.
Yeah, that's always fun. He's a fun dude.
Dead.
We had a great time. We had him on a show, 3 or 4 years ago, I think.
Yeah, Damocles.
Way back in the day.
He is a trip down
when we were little synth babies.
Oh, yeah. By the way, so let's rhyme up. So let's just remind. I know we were on air last night.
Yes.
And nothing much has changed because I haven't been keeping up the synth calendar.
Yeah,
I will. I swear to God, this weekend I will.
There's synthwave events. Go check them out. We're not saying it 2 times in 1 week.
Right, but you know what? Okay, we'll just mention that the end of this month. If you happen to be in Seattle,
yes. Just go see Carr.
Or actually, East Coast. Let's just say San Francisco, Portland, or Seattle. October 29th to 31st. Midnight Danger from Sweden.
Mm-hmm.
With supporting artists Alex Lightspeed, the Neon Syndicate, Wolftron, and Karen Zoe Lee.
Yeah, that's the only one that matters. Everything else, you don't really need to be there.
Wow. Except for November 3rd in Seattle. There's Phaserland, Betamax, Michael Weber.
Yeah, well, that too, yeah.
Michael Weber
is like
the sushi chef of Synthwave.
You and I can't get words out tonight. This is the show. I think the problem is Mark comes in and he's such a wordsmith. Like, he just knows how to talk.
Did we actually let him talk tonight?
I think we did let him get a few words in. Our constant, like, praising and buttering of his toast. He did get a few words in.
By the way, shout out to our listeners, especially our Aussies, Craig Packman.
Yeah, all the people that do listen to us. Shout out to you guys. God bless you.
Dave 808 Turner, like,
So we appreciate you guys, and we're getting ready to wrap up this show. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sticking it out. We are almost pushing close to 2.5 hours. This is like old school.
Oh, we started at 9:30, dude. Not even 2 hours yet.
That's what we did. That's why it feels like it's been.
Yeah.
All right, so it has.
But we will be wrapping it up.
We will be wrapping it up, and we had a great time talking with our buddy, Mr. Mark Cooper. And we have 2 more tracks. We're going to play this next track here. This is, I can't pronounce this name.
Mezdunami.
Mezunami, and Alex Boychuk.
Yep.
That sounds Russian.
Da.
Is it? Da.
Da.
And this is, I'm going to say this is a Cyberpunk 2077 reference because the track is called Pacifica. So we're just going to give it a listen right here on Night Ride FM. Enjoy. And that was Pacifica by... Oh my God, you do not know what we were just talking about before we went live. The conversation veered off.
Synthwave massages.
Synthwave. So we were just saying in short, we were trying to schedule all of our shows. I'm going to be going on a cruise in November. My wife got me a massage for my birthday. I don't know what to do with a massage.
A massage?
I don't know if I'm just confused.
Dude, yeah. So I always feel awkward because I'm not the
I'm not a massage guy.
I've only had one in my life, and I always feel awkward.
Yeah.
Lying there with somebody like actually making you feel good,
right?
Giving you like rubs on the shoulders and stuff.
Yeah,
and you're like,
right.
How I can't loosen up, man.
And I've seen videos that go in different directions, and it's let's just say that I feel weird and uncomfortable getting a massage from someone. So I guess I'm gonna do that. My wife was, she's like, "This is my gift I'm giving to you," and I'm like,
pop your headphones in, listen to synthwave.
I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna listen to some nice, maybe I'll listen to a little Sequenza. We had him on last week, and he's nice and chill, and maybe that'll just relax me, and I'll have my nice little massage on my birthday, which is the 21st of November. Happy birthday to me. We don't do birthdays anymore, but you would say happy birthday, Dennis, if it was that week, and if it was that day, you would say happy birthday, Dennis. But
really,
I think I would hope.
Well, I wouldn't know because we don't do birthdays anymore.
It's true.
So.
I made you stop doing the birthdays.
Right.
Horrible. I'm a horrible guy.
Terrible. Okay, so hey, we're
wrapping it up.
Yes, we are at the end of the show.
Yes.
We want to remind everyone, this show, when we're not talking, is playing 24/7 synthwave.
Yes.
And Nightride.fm has like 5 other channels. There's horror synth, chill synth, data wave,
dark synth.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
So this costs money to stream from servers with the visuals and the music.
Yeah, it's not cheap. We put out a lot of bandwidth. No joke, we put out just a ton. It's a staggering amount of bandwidth that we put out.
Let's not forget Nightride.fm. If you tune in to the station, like the website, it's 320 kbps.
Right. It's
So
not
we're
no
talking
SoundCloud quality
Right,
stuff.
This
It's good.
is not like compressed chisels.
It's
So,
pure.
Visit patreon.com/NightRideFM or
Gives
go
you
to
some money,
n.fm/Patreon. Either way,
yeah,
you can throw some bones to keep the servers alive. But most importantly, Dennis, go to the stateofsynth.com.
Yeah, and give us some money. No, I'm just kidding.
You know, buy us a beer.
Honestly, you know what though? Honestly, I would say for this entire month, don't even buy us a beer.
No.
Go to the Bandcamp and
the stateofsynth.com/.bandcamp.com.
Yes, pick
buy
up
the Mr. Fusion album. It goes to a great cause.
That'd be like buying 50 beers for us.
Right. You're right. Exactly. Get us to our $500 goal.
We want to write a big fat check in December for the Trevor project, and we're trying. We're so close. We're at $349 in
Dude, you know what?
funds.
For every dollar over 500, you and I will take a shot. How's that?
We should do that. We should have a little fundraiser where we do a shot
For every
after
dollar.
every dollar, and that would be fun. I think we should do something with that, and maybe bring up a couple people on, a couple special guests, and just do this like fundraiser show. I think if we don't get enough sales, or maybe to supplement the sales or build onto the sales of the album, we should do just something goofy, and it'll be like a side thing, not really part of like the episode run.
The next day will hurt, but hey.
Yeah, it'll be fun. We'll scrape the bottom of the barrel. We'll find some half decent guests, and we'll bring some awesome people on.
By the way, thanks to our Polish friend Dysterian, he reminded us about the other channels we have: Space Synth, and EBSM.
Yes, BDSM and Space Wave. So check
you know
that
what?
out.
Just folks, talk to Dysterian. He knows all about Nightride.fm.
And more than we do sometimes. So shout out to Dysterian, and thanks a lot for listening. Thank you so much. Special shout out to our guest, Mark Cooper. Go check his stuff out.
It's markcooper.bandcamp.com.
Yeah.
Buy the discography, especially the Player One series. It's just incredible.
Yeah. And go to thestateofsynth.com. You can find out our next guest for next week. Who was our guest for next week? I don't even know.
Starletta.
It is Starletta. I was listening to his stuff earlier. He's like, just a quick introduction to him. He is like, if country music did synthwave, it would be like Starletta. He would be like this superstar of country wave. And
By
we
the way,
always
folks, when it comes to the artists we get on the show, usually it's a little collaboration between Dennis and I, who we know and blah blah blah. But Dennis, this season has all been you.
I don't know.
And dude, it's all been you.
I just
And we're
reach out to
talking,
people I
Ocean,
like. That's
Starcadian, Yoda, and Lifelike, all the damn vampires, Sequenza.
Right.
Like Jesus.
I'm hogging
Pilot,
all the guest time.
Arletta.
Yeah.
Dennis,
Gunship.
you need to slow down, man.
Yeah. Gunship stopped answering my emails. So that's it. That's our show. Thank you so much for listening. We will see you next week. We're going to have Starletta, and then we are going to have Pilot on, which I'm super duper stoked to have Pilot on. And thestateofsynth.com, you can always find out the artists that we're going to be having, the schedule, the time, and everything. It's all right there at your fingertips. So check it out and check us out. Thank you so much for listening and supporting and all the good things that you do. You're awesome.
We're going to play y'all out.
Play y'all out?
With a track from Corey Croft. It's called Lucky Strikes. And
Girlfriend Records.
Girlfriend Records. And it's from the EP or album.
The something.
It's a titular track.
Yeah, so you can go check it out and buy it on Bandcamp if you want.
Damn right. I'm posting it in the chats. From all of us at Night Ride FM, have a great night.
And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.